to tend to the back road boat.
And it's time to leave Worcester. Now Mrs Lumsden's woken up in a bit of a strange mood today, so I'm having to tread rather carefully, but I'm happy to report that this does improve throughout the day with a drop of the amber nectar. Still having a few sound issues, but getting there.
Sorry.
There's a camera on there, look. How are you with it today? So here we go, good boy Worcester. There's a lovely little stay. There's the railway just above. Great Western Railway. So what do we have to say about Worcester then? Do we like it? Worcester was good. Those moorings are rubbish, by the way. If you do visit Worcester, they're not great by this railway bridge. They're a little bit better now. We're coming past a few here. There was another narrowboat park down here last night. This looks better. The ring spacing's better, and yeah, you can tie up better. Where we were, it was awful, and we were having to cobble together all sorts of weird and wonderful knots and things that we could moor off. So not ideal. Worcester itself seemed to be full of drunks last night. Whether that was because the FA Cup final had been on, I don't know, but there seemed to be a lot of people in the town quite early. But it was fun. They were all quite funny to watch.
And nothing you've not ever done yourself before.
Absolutely. I am very, very guilty of being in a similar physical condition, as we said. So we eventually found a really nice bar. We didn't stay there for long because there were nobody about in there really. We wanted some food, but it was called the Cellar. Is it called the Cellar Bar? The Cellar Bar. That's quite interesting, quite quirky. I get the impression that it probably would have filled up with youngsters within about an hour of us leaving. And then we went and had a curry, and then we came back to the boat. So, yeah, Worcester was fine. I've never seen so many swans in all my life. And every time you come out on deck or appear at a window, they all come bustling across. I've seen that boat before. Aquas, look. He's up on the Coventry Canal a lot. He's around Fradley and Aquas, obviously. Paisley. It's one of our neighbours. Not even going to try and pronounce that. Bogmuffween. If Narrowboat Bogmuffween is out there, give me a shout and tell me how it should be pronounced and what does it mean. Rowing club there's been a lot of rowing activity going on, so that's quite nice. So I think it's a really good one for fitness, isn't it, apparently, so that's good. Nice view back there of the different bridges. So probably going to speak to you again when we enter Stourport, because that's where we're going. We're heading to Stourport. It's about a 5-hour run today, and then we're more up there. So see you in Stourport. There's another sad sight. This is Holt Fleet. Holt Fleet's somewhere that I can remember from being a teenager, long time ago. Came camping here, I think just after this bridge. Should come across a campsite, I think, on the right, if my memory serves me right.
this section of the Severn is a lot prettier than the section that runs from Tewkesbury to Worcester. It's getting a bit more interesting, a bit wilder. The stuff below Worcester was a little bit samey, whereas this has got a bit wilder and a bit trees are more interesting, and it's a little bit narrower.
Narrowboat Natterings. Yeah. It's his YouTube channel. Yeah, basically he just doesn't stop filming. Nice to meet you, Sean.
Just leaving Lincomb Lock. What a smashing guy there, Sean. Hello Sean, if you're watching this video, great to meet you, mate. Thanks for all your advice. Approaching Stourport. I can't kind of believe that we've gone all the way from Stratford-on-Avon down to Tewkesbury and then onto the Severn and then up to Stourport.
Where it all began.
Where it all began. We hired a boat out of Stourport on a Groupon voucher. What's vibrating?
nobody else is like, but I hate vibrations. Particularly when I'm trying to talk, it's rude. So stop vibrating.
I was about to say, I don't mind vibrations.
Mrs Lumsden doesn't mind vibrations. She's got a... This morning she didn't want to talk, now she's getting all fruity. Anyway, you know why. So yes, what was it, 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
6 years ago.
Groupon voucher, long weekend, and there it began. And here we are. We now have our own narrowboat, which is fantastic. Can't get enough of it. So yes, arriving into Stourport, I believe there's some staircase locks that we have to go into first of all. So that'll be a joy. Mrs Lumsden loves a staircase lock. Heron, that beauty. Ooh.
That'd be a nice shot.
So what's the book showing, Mrs? What does it look like? It doesn't really say. It's got to be that, isn't it? There.
So you've got 2 lock entrances into the basin, so you can either go to the first one.
No, we don't do the first one.
Why don't you do the first one?
It says so. We have to take the second one. We have to take the narrow lock.
Okay.
It says so. Read it.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yes.
Got a beautiful day again today. Bit fresher, bit cooler out on the river. But as the day's gone on, it's got sort of warmer and sunnier. Been nice to open the engine up a little bit. I found a bit of a sweet spot, which takes me just above where I should be from a mile per hour point of view, but really it sounds smooth. I think I still got issues with an engine mount or something, because there's kind of a resonance that develops, and if you leave the engine in there, it just sounds like it's trying to self-destruct. Whereas you just push through and suddenly it all goes smooth. So I need to look at that. Just can't do those sorts of speeds down the narrow cut. I'll get told off. Story of my life. I think film number 2, 3, 4 and 5 kept getting comments on people saying, you're going too fast, son. You need to think about the rest of us and all that. I do apologise. I think I'm bitter now.
You spend a lot of your life apologising.
I know. That's a nice boat. I bet that costs more than Little Wee May. That's a gorgeous boat, isn't it? That is the entrance to the wide lock, isn't it, there?
Yes.
That's not our entrance. So I assume I have to go to the second lot of where that second narrowboat is.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get it wrong, Mrs Lumsden, I can turn around. I don't need no winding hole on the River Severn.
But your philosophy was never to go back in the same direction you've
Well,
been
it
in.
normally is. But I've been dying to try the anchor out, so I think I'm just going to sling the anchor over the back. Accelerate. So watch me spin around.
Have you ever seen Speed 2?
Handbrake turn. How to handbrake turn. A narrow boat. It shows it's immediately next to so that all got a bit hairy when the wind blew and took the camera and the mics flying into the cruiser deck. Luckily we saved the mic from going in the water, so that was a bit of a kerfuffle, but anyway, we're moored. Let's go and have a look at this staircase lock.